Welcome back, folks. I'm Alpha, and over there is my buddy Silver.
Hello.
We are back with more NORCO. Where last we left off, we were at... forget her name, Kay, that's it. We are on her mother's story arc at the moment. And I believe we've explored everything in this room. Yep, we spoke to the attendant. There's nothing else on Catherine. We went through the entire phone. Next thing to do then would be to move on. So off to Perdido Street.
Perdido Street Station.
So let's see real quick if there's anything new here. I see an entry into the clinic, also on the map, so that's not anything new. We have a billboard. We have I-10.
That's the sound of the police.
Yep. Neon sirens. I don't see anything else new at the moment, so we have the billboard and we have the interstate. What should we look at?
Billboard?
Billboard. The uncanny smile of personal injury lawyer Martin Smart hangs above Interstate 10. His eternally coiffed hair clings desperately to his head. His hallmark blood-red tie catches the eyes of drivers speeding past, or speeding east. Just a click away, the sign reads. Okay, and the interstate. The Interstate Expressway traces a scar down Claiborne Avenue from east to west. Where should we go?
I really want to know why you and only you have static when you stream on Discord. Because it's such a strange and unique problem. I'm gonna jump into the Twitch stream, and see if I can hear it there.
Yeah, okay.
Just keep on talking or something.
Right,
while
so...
I get the stream going.
So for the edification of anybody watching on Twitch, I host a weekly thing in private with my buddies on Friday nights, among which
It's
Silver tends to
Jackbox.
hang around.
We play TKO.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things.
Yeah, and apparently I seem to be the only person in the group who has any weird static problem going on, like as I stream. I don't have an explanation for it. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not showing up on the Twitch stream, just the Discord stream.
So it's Discord specifically. That's additionally interesting. So I wonder if I can do something about that with a quick little tweak here. So I'm going to drop my input volume to 85% from 100. Does this sound any better on the Discord feed?
The static went away before you did anything, so it's hard to say.
Raising back to 100. Let's try it now. How does this sound to you? Testing 1, 2, 3. I have on my desk a flosser, a pack of additional flossers, 8 decks of cards, a pack of Oreo, most stuff, a pack of Nutter Butters, an Oregon Trail sticker, a plastic Mickey Mouse coaster, and a bunch of papers. How was all that?
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Carry on.
Weirdness, weirdness, weirdness. Anyway, back to the business at hand. Where on the interstate would we like to look?
West is more immediately in front of us. So west.
Alright, so let's peek west first, and it says, west is the suburbs that Catherine calls home. West is the
Suburbs.
West is the concrete expanse that breaks clean and sharp at the St. Charles Parish line and gives way to the cypress swamps. Tupelo Crowns spire above the overpass, silhouetted by an unnatural glow that leads to Norco.
I don't know what that word is. Tupelo Crowns.
I've also not heard it.
I'll look it up.
Okay. While you're doing that, to the east, the bridge cuts east through the Treme and the 7th Ward, like places whose stories should be forgotten and left behind in haste. The pillars still tell those stories beneath the interstate. East above the Industrial Canal, the moldering strip malls, the narrowed expanse of the lake, the shrimp boats that prowl the black marble waves. East through Mississippi and the winter weeknight darkness, and onward to Florida where it terminates.
Tupelo, Mississippi is a city in Mississippi.
Fascinating.
The 7th most populous city in Mississippi.
The Curious Duck. Nothing else to check out here, so let's see if the phone can give us anything.
Quack, quack.
Meet contact at Curious Duck. Curious Duck is the nearest rendezvous to your location. More information awaits you there. So, we have another place we can go, the overpass. So
There's a hobo tent city there. Maybe we can learn some new hobo runes. Get some more meat.
That is entirely the wrong universe, but I love the way you're thinking. Anyway, the overpass.
Interdasting. What the fuck am I looking at? Is this a puppet show stage between the pylons of...
It is indeed a puppet theater. We've also got an onlooker here. Very generous word for it. And we have a view at the charity hospital.
Yeah, let's take a look at the charity hospital.
Indeed. And once we're done here, we also have 2 new locales, the City Hall and the French Quarter, once we finish here. 3 hotspots, first charity hospital. A newly refinished Art Deco structure glows beyond the overpass.
They turned charity hospital into art lofts. Disgusting.
Okay, let's check out the puppet theater.
Wait, okay.
What's up?
A makeshift puppet theater. The curtains are closed. I was gonna do the onlooker first because you always go the wrong way, and everything in this shot is directing you to the puppet theater.
That's fair enough.
Maybe I'll come by later to see what this is about. Now we gotta get the onlooker.
Alright. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. You been to any of these yet?
No, what is it?
A puppet show. They always start late. I told them I'd help load the gear, so I'm stuck here until it's over. My stomach's going to eat itself. Okay. Alright, so we're going to want to come back to the overpass then for this show. In the meantime, do we want to hit City Hall or the French Quarter?
The French Quarter is more interesting.
Okay.
Especially at this time of night. Hell yeah! Let's get mugged!
All
I love the
right.
French Quarter. Get some hurricanes. Oh,
Well-
the Curious Duck.
Well, we found the Curious Duck.
Well, we gotta go all the wrong places first,
Yep.
so...
So, Oogles, vendor,
God, this art is so
Santa,
gorgeous.
and a crowd.
We gotta hit the Santa.
Now, why, I wonder, is the Curious Duck red? We'll find that out in a little bit. Step 1, Santa. Well, ho ho ho! Santa's eyes roll wildly in their deep sockets. His mouth twists into a smile. How are you, dear? Got $1 to spare? Help to spread some Christmas cheer?
Where's the money go? What are you raising money for?
Something very benevolent.
Like a food bank or...
Yes.
Yes, a food bank?
A food bank, veterans, animal shelter, who cares? Just give me the $1.
It's my last one.
Going back on your word, are you?
Not true. I never promised you anything.
You're a liar!
I'm not...
And a demon!
Demon.
Santa points his bell at Catherine in accusation. Demon! His posture relaxes abruptly. Open your heart. This is a time for giving. Do we dare mess with him again?
Let's not engage with him again.
Alright. 3 more
But I am
hotspots.
interested in the ooglers. Oogles. How's your night, ma'am? Not great.
Sorry to hear it. You wouldn't have any change to spare, would you? What do you think?
If it's our last dollar, I want to budget it well. I want to see all the options, then decide who to give it to.
So we'll say not a cent then?
Not a cent. Got nothing, sorry.
Figured.
The crowd.
And that is why Marie Laveau opened a t-shirt and camera shop on Royal Street.
That's not scary at all.
I paid for a ghost tour. If we're just gonna walk around looking at t-shirt shops, I want my damn money back.
This is a farce. What kind of tour guide are you?
Well, technically I'm not one, but
Excuse me?
my roommate is.
Then where is he?
Long story. I came all this way because the website said it'd be fun. I'm having an alright time. This city was supposed to be enchanting. Anyone trying to score some Molly? I hate New Orleans. The man masquerading as a tour guide continues to lose control of the crowd. This city is just one big scam.
That is exactly how I felt when I went on a ghost tour of New Orleans. It was like the most boring bullshittery I've ever heard. Like, you know how the Aristocrats is not a funny joke, and so people tell it just to show off that they can make something that's not funny hilarious?
Are you telling me you don't find piss and cum and sweat and shit funny?
And incest? You forgot the incest.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a horrifying joke. But if you've got pizzazz, you can make somebody laugh by delivering it well. I feel like that's exactly what ghost tours are. It's nothing. It's literally nothing. And you're hoping that the person who's delivering it can do it in an interesting way.
I like the way Bob Saget said it. It's not even a joke, it's just arbitrary filth. Although I like Gilbert Gottfried's delivery of it the best out of anybody. Anyway, we still have a vendor to talk to. A hot dog vendor sits behind a large plastic cart. He looks up eagerly as Catherine approaches. Oh, hey, hi. He watches Catherine with a silent grin.
So is this...
I'm Flannelass, and these... He makes a grand sweeping gesture above the pot of vague meat. Are my hot
vague meat.
dogs. Would you like one?
Can we get one for the guy who's waiting under the overpass?
I would guess that the only way to find that out would be to spend our last dollar on the hot dog, but I'm only speculating on that. So what
Don't
do
know
we...
if my stomach can handle it. I'm not in the best of health. I worry that one of those may kill me.
No, they're good for you. They're just a bit old. Boss says he won't resupply me with more until I sell the ones I have. But the more time passes, the harder they are to sell.
How old are they?
Business was popping like I was doing really well, selling a lot of hot dogs back in YX20.
YX20? That's nearly a decade ago.
Yes. Enthusiastic nodding. Anything else I can help you with?
Absolutely not buying one of those for anyone.
Alright.
Call the health inspector. Call a priest. Call the priest health inspector.
So, our three choices thus far are to buy a 10-year-old hot dog, give to Santa who's obviously in business for himself and nobody else, or give to the ooglers who are inherently much more honest than this Santa is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's those.
And the other place we can go is City Hall.
Yes. Or, I want to see. Curious Duck is red. I want to see what happens if we try and do this.
That's quite the sound effect.
Well, we can look. Catherine. Your line.
Oh, sorry. There's a small plaque next to the door. It says Curious Duck. This is the place. Okay, so let's not go in.
Okay.
I
don't know
let's
that we-
go
I
to
don't know that we-
City Hall.
Okay. I don't know that we could get in at the moment anyway, so... So, back to the overpass, which gives us our throughway to City Hall. Alright, what have we got here? We have nowhere to go but the overpass, at least for the moment. A skater, a window, the entrance, and that's it.
Well, let's see what Skater Boy has to say.
A man holding a skateboard scrolls on his phone. Beautiful night, huh?
It's lovely. There's finally a cool front.
Been waiting months for it. I come out here most evenings. No one bothers you around this time. Plus, you see a different side of the place.
What do you mean? How so?
People pass through this building at night you'd never expect. You know the... what do they call themselves? The Gregs? Garys? Can't remember the name.
No idea.
The kids that squat at the Promenade Mall? They're obsessed with Ken or John?
Nope.
Then it probably wouldn't mean much to you. But anyhow, I see them come in and out of City Hall almost every night. I know it's them because my buddy Bruce got wrapped up in that stuff. Before you get initiated, they make you wear these goofy red polo shirts. Then once you're a full Greg, Gary, whatever, you get to wear the blue polo shirt. Sounds like a joke, and it is. But I don't think they realize it. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I see around here at night.
Why do they come? What would they be doing here?
I wish I had a clue. A cool front, finally. Okay. How about that window? Before we navigate inside. A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza and the deepening winter night. He watches the fingers of a cool front animate the tops of oak trees in the park. He watches the last remnants of commuter traffic leading Canal Street, the pulsing taillights, the shift workers running toward the bus. Okay. In we go. An armed security guard greets Catherine as she enters the building. He sits on a wooden stool next to a walk-through metal detector. Good evening. Badge, please.
Damn, I left it at the house.
There are no council meetings scheduled for this evening. You'll need an employee ID badge to enter.
Leave.
You don't want to hear
We'll come
about...
back. We'll
Okay.
come back with a badge that we have somehow acquired.
Fair enough.
Did we look at the building? I don't remember.
The window. That was all there was. And
Okay.
there's a guy overlooking pretty much everything.
Alright.
So the current plot point is in the French Quarter. We can't enter via the map. Should we try touching the door, or should we do something with that dollar?
Let's give it to the ooglers.
Give it to the ooglers? The two oogles disregard you as they carry on their conversation.
Ah, well then, that sucks for them.
Yep, no longer
Guess
that
we
option.
can't- Yep, that ship is sailed, hit an iceberg, sunk.
Want to check one of the others?
No, let's just head to the dock. Door's locked. Door's still locked.
Okay.
Check our phone.
Nothing new here.
The duck app?
I mean, we're here.
That circuit box doesn't do anything?
No.
Okay. Let's talk to the Santa again. Think I'll leave Santa be.
Or on second thought, let's not talk to Santa again.
The mystery meat man?
So you changed your mind? Getting hungry? Craving a dog?
Curious Duck's room is locked. Door is locked. What's with the shop over here? I was told to come by, but the door's locked.
The curious duck? Rosie doesn't let anyone in unless they know the secret knock.
What's the secret knock?
I can't say. Sorry.
It's urgent, please.
Well, I do need some business.
Alright, I'll buy one of these old hot dogs.
You won't regret it.
Doubtful. How much?
He's probably right, though. We won't regret it. The hobo under the overpass sure will.
Mm-hmm.
Just $14.
Is that inflation? Is that a joke?
Is what a joke.
Christ. Do you take wallet transfers?
Cash only.
Definitely. Damn. Well, what if I send some business your way?
Then I'll show you the knock.
Okay. Fine, it's a deal. We're not bringing the meat to Muhammad, we're bringing Muhammad to the meat.
Yep.
Though I highly doubt these hot dogs are halal.
Hmm. I need to sell some dogs. You need to get into the Curious Duck. Find me a customer, I'll get you in. That's a flannel ass promise.
Okay, so we gotta go talk to Muhammad.
Alright, so... do we just want to talk to everybody around or what?
No, the guy on the under the overpass.
Oh, you were actually referencing a dude.
Yeah, Muhammad.
Oh, well, look at this.
Talk to Muhammad first.
Alright. This is taking forever to start. I'm starving. My stomach's gonna eat itself.
Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater? If you like to live dangerously, there's a guy selling old hot dogs up the street.
Sounds like a delicacy. Always looking for ways to fortify my intestines. The show's getting started. I'll go grab one after it's done. They need to hurry and get started so I can go grab one of those hot dogs. I'm starving. Is there anything else new here aside from the crowd? I don't see any. Alright, do we want the crowd or do we want to check out the theater?
Crowd.
A crowd has arrived to watch the show. And so they have. So what is the show?
Show's getting started. I should take a seat.
Alright. Delirium Theater! Deep in the cypress hollow I hide. I mourn this evening. My last child has died.
Oh.
They hang hooks from the trees with chicken thighs. They shoot bullets in our heads, behind our eyes. It is a curse that I am the last to survive. I was once captured by a fisher fool who called me his own. He walked me like a dog along the sinking streets. He fed me strange plants and deli meats. He even covered me with blankets when I went to sleep. I left on the night of a monstrous flood. The fool has not rested a single night since. He stalks these bayous each night hoping to see my eyes shine. He calls out a ridiculous name that was never mine.
I have such a story to tell you about how this story sort of came true after this game came out, and I will have to tell you all about it.
Oh, I look
But
forward to
carry
this.
on.
Tonight I will shine my eyes at him. I have a request. Kill the shrimp-catching man who killed my children. Remove his head. Bring me his skull. Do this and you may again leash me like a dog.
What?
So there's a thing to be done here, huh?
Gator Hunter, go! We need to get our emotional support gator back.
Hello, fisher fool. You've trolled this bayou for many nights. Here I am, the one you're trying to find. My child hangs dead across the lake. Bring me the head of the shrimp-catching man. The one who captures the small ones, peel the flesh from his skull. Do this and I'll be your dog again.
Sounds fine to me. Behind you, I think. Ooh, that's a tight turn radius.
Bring me the skull of the shrimp-catching man. Do this and I'll be your dog again.
I thought he said behind us, but maybe I'm grossly mistaken. Oh, this doesn't look promising. This looks like the opposite of promising. Hey, it's a thing. Time to go commit a murder.
Oh man, I'm so happy. Ah, shite. Been a long. Actually, you
It's
take
been a
this
long
one.
time since I've seen anyone down this bayou. They all too frightened anymore. Biggest alligator ever to hunt this lake. She make her den just across the way. She took my child from me. I buried him where I found him, near where she stay. I visit that site daily, hoping I might catch her, but she knows better than to show her face. We're one to cut out that big skull of hers. That'd be something worth bragging on. It'd be a roadside marvel. There'd be money to make. I see that rifle you holding. What do you say? I say, bang! Kill him!
Kill the
Kill
shrimp.
the shrimper!
Bang. I see we've taken sides.
Go see what the other bay is.
How do you like my steering ability?
It's getting better. You get a lot of practice swinging around poles at your day job.
Wouldn't you like to know? An alligator hangs dead from a meat hook fashioned to the limb of a cypress tree.
Dear God! This stripper's losing control of this airboat! Yes! Yes!
Three crows watch from the power line that runs along the bank.
Those crows were at the house in the later time. We haven't gone to the south of the island, so let's... Oh, you're right, we haven't gone here either. I think this is going to swing back around to Big Mama, but... who knows?
A solitary egret stands in the rush, undisturbed by the boat's wake.
We get... not egrets, we get herons. We have a nature preserve here where we get herons. They're great.
I figured out how to make the sharpest.
You have it. Yeah, you have a health bar, so like
Yeah,
be careful.
Yeah, I see it. But I've also figured out how to make the sharpest turns.
Yep, you can insta-turn. A hand-painted cross and votive candles hide in the rushes along the bank. So that's the corpse of the child. Bone-white oak tree towers above the display with a pack nailed to his trunk. It reads, "Monster that took you, I promise I'll find. Your daddy, he loves you. Rest easy, child." Small assortment of sentimental objects are piled at the foot of the cross. Sift through the objects. A journal, 2 waterlogged to read, a set of playing cards, small figurines, a cell phone case! Let's go!
It's an achievement to find that case. Alright.
God, I love grave robbing. You fool, you'll kill us all! Gotta go south. Is this the starting area? Yeah. Let's talk to Big Mama.
We have some south to do,
no!
though.
No, you are too clever to be trapped by that. You're going all the wrong ways first.
Am I?
Yes. Oh, I know where this is. I recognize that island. We've circled back around.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure I explored everywhere. I think we have. Is there anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's time to talk to Big Mama.
You did my bidding, Fisher Fool, just like an obedient dog. Each day you held me captive, my patience drained. You'll not humiliate me again. Consider this your last mistake.
Run! Run, you fool! I was gonna say let's kill both of them and end the cycle of violence.
That's fair enough. I relish the horror that struck the fisher fool's eyes. I first took one limb but left him alive. I made him crawl like a dog before he died. Guess Muhammad went for that dog.
Of the mountain he goes! The mountain of sodium nitrate!
Oh my.
Sodium and nitrates, actually.
The crowd is discussing the show. Is there more to be done here?
Show's over, but the crowd hasn't left. Maybe they're hoping for an encore.
Alright, so assuming Muhammad went for that hot dog.
Let us follow in his footsteps.
Indeed, to the French Quarter. There's our man.
Guy from the puppet show. Guess he followed my food recommendation.
Hey, this is pretty tasty. Thanks for the rec. I might get another one. Just wait for it, pal. Hope you know where to find a bathroom around here.
Talk to,
Talk to our man here.
Yep.
Hi, hey. Thanks for sending some business my way.
No problem, but we had a deal.
Deal?
You're supposed to show me the knock.
Oh, well, sorry. Rosie would be upset.
Shoot him. Select the gun, then select the hot dog salesman. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? I sent you business. Show me the knock. That was the deal.
Well, okay, but I'll only show you once. Here, listen. Did you get it?
That was the secret knock?
Very secret.
That's how everyone knocks.
Exactly. Who would suspect it?
Oh, what a goblin.
At this burn, boss will be giving me some fresh dogs before the new year. Alright,
Alright,
well,
let's get the fuck out of here.
well, we have the knock.
And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Catherine knocks on the door and hears the subtle sound of its unlocking.
For the center.
Alright, we made it. So, what's in here? A crystal ball. Crouton! Good boy.
Wait a minute.
Dolls. Shirts. Boxes. Masks. Books. Trinkets. Boy, this place is a trove. What do we check out first?
Crouton, obviously.
Aww.
This cat looks familiar.
Aw, who's a good boy? I love
Alright, let's
Crouton.
grab those masks.
Masks. Plastic simulacra of ceremonial masks hang on the wall. Okay, next.
Figurines?
Figurines. Where is figurines? Oh, trinkets or trinkets?
Yeah, trinkets.
Okay. An odd jumble of Mardi Gras beads and other trinkets spills from the table. Okay.
And what was the other one?
We have books, shirts, dolls,
Dolls.
dolls. Mass-produced novelty voodoo dolls and tribble figurines, declutter the display case. And next. We still got books, shirts, boxes, crystal ball.
Books?
An overpriced selection of travel guides, cookbooks, and haunted histories of New Orleans fills the shelf. No readable material this time,
I'm
alas.
shocked.
Yeah, me too.
Shocked to find gambling going on here.
Oh.
Shirts?
Novelty New Orleans themed t-shirts line the back wall.
Boxes.
Unopened merchandise boxes are pushed to every corner of the room. That leaves only the crystal ball.
There's no display case, there's no cigarettes, there's no phone. Okay, cool.
Nope.
We ball.
Actually, real quick, I want to check out that new case. Ooh, I like the light up effect.
Yeah, that is quite nice.
Alright. Alright, let's touch my ball.
That's you.
Don't touch the ball. Suppose you think you can come in here with your soft little hands and touch on my magic ball? Don't work like that, love. Now I gotta clean off the smudges. I see you've been eating French fries. Greasy hands. Nasty. You must be one of them super duck people. Always coming around here looking down at their cell phones. Greasy hands. Terrible.
The app said I should come here?
The app.
Yes, ma'am. ...
Something not right about you. You a drug head.
I'm sorry, is this the right place?
It is. Just calm down, love. You made it. Dallas will tell you what's what. Go talk to Dallas. I called him when I heard you trying to break into the place. Hell of a racket you were making. Jiggling on the handle like you couldn't get a hold of it. Now I see why. Dallas will be right out front. I don't got time to be babysitting you now that I gotta clean up all this. Stains all over my ball. You even check your shoes before you come in? I think we know what the
They're
truth
dirty.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. My shoes are covered in dog shit. ...
Go, bitch. Get out of my shop, little pothead. And one last thing. That gemstone you got hanging from your neck, that thing ain't real.
I know.
Trashy. Charmer, huh?
Pet her cat until it rockets up through her ceiling and
Right.
lets the rain in.
Right, first thing I gotta do before I do any of that is this. I can't actually touch the cat.
Shame.
Why are you still here? Go find Dallas. Let him deal with you.
He needs a medic bag!
I'm gonna get
That's
myself
an inside
killed.
joke.
I said don't touch my ball, love. Okay. So who's Dallas? Are you Dallas? You are Dallas.
You should be wearing like an American flag clown mask.
Or a Stetson. Guessing you're Catherine?
That's right.
Rosie debriefed you?
That was that a debriefing? I don't know if that's what I'd call it, but sure.
She can be kind of... He casts his gaze into the sky and back to Catherine. Never mind. Quack Job should have a ticket with the information we need. No reason to stand around.
What's Super Duck? What exactly
way of-
is Super Duck?
It's a way of making money.
Right, but
It's an intelligence of some kind. I don't know its purpose, don't know why it exists, none of that. There are nodes all across the region, points where you can speak with Super Duck directly. These are all things Rosie should have told you. I'm not surprised she didn't.
Tell me about Rosie. What's Rosie got to do with any of this anyway?
There are a dozen or so rendezvous points in addition to the nodes. Rosie's shop is one of them. She must be making good money offering her place to the network. Probably the only reason she keeps it going. Doubt she's sold merchandise in years. Locks the doors to discourage customers. Guess you could call it a front. Let me confirm all this. Hang on.
Yep.
Alright. We want this one?
Yes. Have you been on Quackjob long? How long have you been using this app?
Been doing this since before there was an app. But Super says use the app. I'll use the app. Makes no difference to me.
Let's go. My body is ready.
Mine too. Check the app and let's get moving. Nice gainer. Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supplies is our next landing. Alright. And we have a party member. Only reason I ever came to the quarter is for work.
How do you get involved with Super Duck?
This all used to happen on Craigslist. Posts showing up, the strangest things. I was bussing tables uptown. Couldn't swing rent, had a kid to feed. Started responding to the listings. First one I ever did was steal a head drive. Broke into a man's house in NORCO, stole it right out his office. Brought it to another house. The people there were just like me.
Just like you, how?
Didn't know shit. They were there because of a post, just like I was. The house wasn't theirs. Nobody knew whose house it was. They plugged the head drive into a wall. They gave me some cash. I left.
What's next? We met at the rendezvous point, so now what?
Check your phone. Quack ought to have the information we need. And so they did. So now we gotta go checking places out.
Fat city!
See if there's anything else of interest here.
Talk to
Not that I can see.
now that we have Dallas.
Nope.
Talk to ourselves. This is going to be a long night.
Yes, it is. Alright. Let's head back to the overpass and see if we get a new branch. No, but we still have City Hall.
Yep, let's head to City Hall.
Nothing new here, and we still do not have that badge. We could keep pestering the guard, or we can move on. What do you think?
Pester the guard.
The guard greets Catherine at the door.
I heard strange people come through here at night. Guy up front mentioned squatters in polo shirts coming in and out of the building at night.
I don't get paid to answer questions. That didn't get us anything. Alright. Will the street give us anything?
Is there like a world map?
Not in this view, unfortunately.
Interstate 10 again? Dismiss?
Yeah, nothing new. Alright, so we may need to get a ride.
Oh, order ride. I didn't realize that was an option.
Oh, there's our world map. Alright, so... Eagle Wholesale. Is that the place we need to go?
Eagle Janitorial and Paper Supply in Fat City. Fat City.
Makes all the sense in the world to me. So we're here. We're going there. Alright, so what do we get here? Wait, can we get soft locked? Oh. Maybe there was nothing we could actually do here. Besides that, so whatever. What do we got? We have the warehouse, the office,
Stream is coming through a bit choppy.
the Discord stream.
Yep. Just
Okay.
give it a second, then say
Yeah.
something.
Hello, testing 1, 2. I am here.
All right. Cool. Keep
Good.
it coming. Keep it coming full speed.
Cool. Alright, so we have traffic, the office, and the warehouse.
What is up with that bush next to us? They just look like they have Christmas lights in them.
Don't
You
know.
know?
I do see that. Unfortunately, we can't interact with them.
7 out of 10, unplayable. All right, hit us with the interstate again.
Oh,
And
traffic.
yeah, there you go.
Okay. A steady beat of traffic lights the sky along the causeway. How about the office?
Sure.
The doors are locked. The office is closed.
Well, I wouldn't say it's closed.
Well, the office part, maybe.
Last but not least.
The galvanized steel door to the supply warehouse is half opened. Well, you know what they say, half an opening is better than none. Alright, so we're in here.
I'm sorry.
Eh?
There's nothing else that matters. Just click the question marks.
Yeah, our literal only choice here is, ah? Catherine, you made it. That's it for Act 1, and the achievement tells us so.
That's crazy. I thought it was gonna be an AI, but it's not a fucking AI. It's a fucking Shuggoth looking motherfucker.
Act 2, Refinery Eyes.
Erica said Blake went to Floodgate Tavern yesterday evening. Let's pass by on the way home and see what information we can gather.
We have a new connection apparent. Your brother.
He was headed to Floodgate Tavern.
He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Your brother.
Paperback Sarpy.
Alright.
Everybody, do the monkey.
Do the monkey with me. Come on.
Have a staring contest with the monkey at 65 miles an hour on the highway.
Monkey stares at you. You stare at monkey.
Hell yeah. So now what? Now you use the mini-map, you idiot!
Yeah.
Erica said Blake was blah blah blah, we should gather all the blah 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 we can, blah blah blah.
The world map is flashing.
It's New Orleans! Got a flash for beads.
Well, there's Floodgate Tavern.
Ah,
Anything new from last time?
quite the symbology. Let's go inside.
The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts.
That's Private Detective Brett LeBlanc sitting at the end of the bar. He's an unpredictable character, but we may benefit from speaking to him.
Why are you looking at me like that? I still got chili on my face.
Let's scope this place out before we decide what to do.
Alright, we have the television, the wasted guy, LeBlanc, Gus, the bartender, Keith. So that's 5 hotspots I count. Okay.
Let's check out the wasted guy first, just to see if that's our brother.
Yeah. A man lies face down on the bar, surrounded by emptied bottles. Do we want to touch him or do something else for the moment?
Let's touch him.
Touch. Why you touching my partner? This where he come to relax.
Okay.
Let the man rest. We like to relax around here. Oh, connection. LeBlanc. Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. And that's it. Okay. 4 hotspots left. Three gentlemen and a TV.
TV first.
The LCD pulse of the evening news makes pale shadows across the bar. An image of a man with a long gray beard hangs over the news anchor's shoulder. Another pipeline explosion has left residents of Lower St. Charles Parish shaken. Shield officials have determined that the source of the explosion was due to a botched attempt by oil pirates to divert the flow of oil into a stolen barge. A man familiar to local law enforcement known only as Lucky was among the pirates, Shield officials say. He is believed to be hiding in the Belcher Woods along the east bank between Kenna and the place.
We know Lucky?
We might.
We'll look at the mind map later.
Residents are asked to call Crime Stoppers with any information. I'm Alpha Star DX, and this is the National Nightly News. Alright, let's check that new connection. Lucky. A fugitive oil pirate hiding in the Mississippi River Belcher Woods. And he's got no apparent connection to anybody on this map.
Okay. Cool.
3 hotspots left.
I gotta ask about the thing on the shelf, the pink thing on the shelf. What do you think it is?
I think I've seen it before in some previous game, but at the moment I can't place it.
The bottom half looks like a rubber chicken. Go on.
Oh, it's Tingle from Majora's Mask. The little green map-making fairy who flies on a red balloon.
Do not know who that is.
Oh. Well,
I did play Majora's Mask, but I played Majora's Mask just so long ago.
Ask Kuro who Tingle is. That'll get you the most entertaining answer. Anyway.
Is this Rat Cake Farm? Rat Cake Farm. Rat Cake Farm.
Might be. Not sure.
That is the thing that Kuro will sing to me when talking about something about Majora's Mask. I don't remember where that music track plays in the game.
I have no memory of it either. So which of these fine gentlemen do we talk to? We got Detective LeBlanc, Gus the bartender, and Keith.
The bartender.
Alright, Gus. You can take this one if you like.
Evening, folks. Can I get something started?
You know, Blake, my dear,
Yeah, I know Blake. He hasn't come around in weeks. Not since he ripped me off. Wish I could say it was the first time.
So, Blake ripped you
Blake
off?
ripped you off. Ha! I let him catch some sleep right here behind the bar after last call, and wouldn't you know, the boy walked off with the register. I knew he'd been getting himself all messed up on drugs, was trying to give the kid a chance, give him some chores around the place. Done with him now. Done with him.
Someone said Blake came by here last night.
Nah, he'd be a fool to show up here after what he did.
Good for now, thanks.
What you need?
2 left.
Zog Zog! Quit poking me! What you need? Work complete.
We got a new... Oh, whoops.
We must be sure to gather all the information we can from LeBlanc. Let's talk to Keith first.
Yeah. I want to check this connection first, before we go on.
Your brother never ended up at Floodgate Tavern.
Erica said Blake was headed to Floodgate Tavern last night. Gus, the bartender, said Blake never showed up.
Your brother.
Okay. Keith.
Don't see how anyone can believe the crap the media has been pulling out of their out these days. It's all lies meant to divide working people. See for yourself. There we go.
He gestures to the TV.
This is my man. That why you making your website, Keith? To set the record straight?
There's a parallel I really, really want to draw here.
What?
Something about the frogs. I'm fairly certain this guy's the Alex Jones of this universe.
No, I don't think so. I think that he's on the other pole of the extremist spectrum.
Fair enough.
I think this guy wants to have a class revolution and a new government that tries to help people. That's what I get off of Keith.
He expects to live a long life, does he? Anyway.
You know that's right. Alright, now let's talk to LeBlanc.
Sit here long enough, you never know who might pass through. Hey Gus, look at this dynamic duo.
Not sure I've seen these two around before today.
Sure, Gus. That filthy one right there, that's Kate Madeir's oldest. Other one's her robot.
You're pulling my leg. That's Kay? Blues, baby? Come on now. I work the turnarounds with Blue. Good man.
Great man.
Had some stories about him. Oh, sorry. Had some stories, him.
How come his kids came out like they did? Look how this one's dressed.
Looks to me like she headed to the job site.
Or the circus. Blue passed before his time is why them kids don't dress right. Blue knew how to dress.
You right about that one, Keith.
Sad the way the kids turned out, but forget all that. You two are lucky to be stumbling in here while I'm sitting here. You're in the company of a top-rated professional sleuth, and I happen to have a bit of information. How do we approach this guy?
A little desperate. What is it? Is it about Blake?
This ain't got nothing to do with Blake, for once. This more, you know, mysterious. You like mysteries?
Sorry. A little tired today. LeBlanc, please. Time is of the essence.
Cool your heels, I'm getting to it. Now I see why Kate kicked you to the curb.
That is not correct.
Save your battery life, I'm just playing with you. Tell you what, why don't you get me a drink so we can talk? That would require talking to the bartender then.
What you need?
I need a beer for your boy.
Lord help me. Another sap buying that low life a drink.
Might need you to buy me a little snack too, seeing as my wallet's all the way out in the car. But this is enough to get us going. So alright, where do I even start? Your mama ever tell you about me?
Maybe?
She probably never mentioned me by name, but if you ever heard her mention a wild detective who doesn't play by the rules,
Say nothing.
who puts his life on the line for the good citizens of NORCO, well, that was me she was talking about. I'm sure I came up. The problem is you got a piss poor memory. Us investigators, we gotta keep our memories sharp. So while you don't know me, I know a lot about you. I grew up in this town, you understand. My cousin Susie's ex-husband knew your daddy when he was still at the plant. And Catherine, she was a few grades above me at Sacred Heart. Knew her since I was a boy.
Everyone around here knew Catherine.
She was always getting herself into trouble, always drawing attention to herself.
People'd say she was kin to Jesus.
Old man lived behind Lupe's would say that.
Talking about Paw Paw?
Yeah, Paw. Been years since I thought about him. Lot you could say about Paw. He'd whisper some bullshit and get everyone repeating it. Wasn't all bullshit. Saying a coon ass like me, a child of Christ, you know that's bullshit.
Ooh, is that a slur?
Probably.
We all Christ's children.
Not like that, Gus. You know what I mean. Like literally.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I gotta hear more of this.
That was years ago, long before Blue died. Paw Paw told the priest the family occasions came from Jesus.
Said Catherine had, how you say it? Like Jesus' blood. Got it from her daddy's daddy and so on, all the way back to the old world.
Like in that movie. One with the volleyball.
That ain't the right movie, Gus. It's the one with the priest and stuff. Hell, I don't know. I don't watch movies. Figure some of that's likely to be true. You'd believe any old shit, Keith. No disrespect. Catherine never noticed. She was off on her own planet, wild as she was. Paul never wanted to be seen.
He was watching Catherine, but she weren't watching him.
Oh boy.
Now we have a name for the stranger who smiled at us. Paw Paw.
Blue wouldn't let no man like that near her anyhow.
You got a point there, Keith.
You'd be foolish to get in Catherine's way. Where she went, trouble followed. But I admired her, and she admired me.
Who wouldn't? Anyone who knows him.
I'll piss on you.
Or sees him.
You always been jealous of my looks.
Or smells him.
Now I know you full of it. I sprayed this whole suit down in cologne just this morning. Don't mind Gus. I always been the handsome one and he gets jealous. Made me forget what I wanted to tell you. Oh, that's right. Your house is out there near the fence line. Well, that's right behind my place of business. I got a window looks out on the yard, more or less. But this is a pretty long story, and like I was saying, ain't got my wallet with me.
And you want us to buy you another drink? No, he wants snacks!
That's a real generous offer, Robot. Thank you for that.
Oh, okay. Unbelievable. You're unbelievable. What's it gonna be this time, folks?
LeBlanc wants another.
Word of warning, he'll bleed you dry.
This the cheap stuff. I ain't complaining or nothing, just making an observation. Tastes like dog piss. This real important information I'm trying to share here. Valuable, you might say. And you buy me the cheapest spear in the house? A little rude, maybe, but that's okay. That ain't no problem. So listen here. This is what I wanted to tell you. My office window looks out on your mama's yard. I'm always keeping an eye on the street. This was a little ways back, right after Catherine passed. I was looking out there on the street like I do, and I seen these SHIELD security types leaving the house. They was carrying a box.
You saw SHIELD security leaving Catherine's house with a box?
That's what I'm saying, Robot. They was walking out the front door with a box, casual as can be. And where the hell were you? Ain't you some kind of security robot yourself? What would SHIELD be? I want to say, what would SHIELD be looking for?
Okay, but I do want to press Millian on why she's been lying to us about stuff.
Yeah, we'll get
Because
there.
we need to, yeah.
What would SHIELD be looking for? Hell if I know. Lars St. Clair, the regional CEO they got over there, she always took a bit of interest in your mama. I hear she's a loose cannon. Why would she be interested in my mom?
Everybody was.
He's right. Everybody wanted what was in her head. What makes her a loose cannon? That's just what they say.
You talking about Laura? Piece of work, that woman.
Surprised she hasn't run the whole operation into the ground.
Only reason the board keeps her on deck is because of her father.
A lot of people want her gone. Who's her father? Thomas St. Clair, founded Claire Bionics. They made robots just like your friend here. ... Hell, Millian might be a St. Clair unit herself. ...
Ellipsis!
Anyhow, man's rich as can be.
Thomas St. Clair is a servant of the devil.
There Gus goes with all his bullshit.
Not bullshit, it's the truth.
Alright, Gus. Why didn't you stop the SHIELD agents? Well,
Why didn't you stop the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
nice.
Well, because I was busy.
busy.
Oh, that's you.
With what? You know, just busy. Who cares with what?
When are you ever busy with anything?
All the time. I can hardly get a minute to relax. Then what were you doing? I told you. I was looking out the window and I saw them SHIELD people.
To answer the question, Brett, you see these people breaking into a home. You're always coming around here bragging about stopping the bad guys.
If I wasn't so busy, I might have killed them.
Sometimes I wonder if half these stories you tell
Ask around town. Everybody knows I'm a killer.
are just fantasies you make up to convince yourself.
I was taking a shit. The detective smooths his tie as a moment of silence settles over the room. The window is next to the toilet. I'm always watching the street because I have irritable bowel syndrome. I hadn't even started wiping when I seen them SHIELD dudes, alright, bruh? Would you run down Apple Street with poo all over your ass?
Ellipsis.
I enjoyed that. The man closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly. I'd take that as a no. You wouldn't. Nobody would. You gotta have a clean ass to fight crime. Everybody knows that. Had I been done wiping, I guarantee you they'd be dead right now. I'm serious. Before you go, I got one more thing. I'm hungry. It'd be a real nice gesture of appreciation if you bought your informant something to eat. And circle back afterwards. I might have a little more information to share.
What now? Old boy got hungry?
Yes, actually.
Sucker born every day. Good for business, I guess.
Should have mentioned I don't much care for the fries here, but that's okay. I ain't complaining. Just would have liked me a sandwich is all. But forget all that. What's important right now is that you understand what I told you. I saw SHIELD thugs leaving your mama's house with a box. What the box contained? No idea. But they was in there looking for something. No telling what. They got them headquarters deep inside the refinery, in that old plantation house, where the real action happens. If I had to guess where they was heading, that be it. Say, Keith, you getting all this? Every word. Keith's making himself a little news website.
What's the name going to be, Keith?
I got a few ideas in mind. You just like a duck. You used to be a news junkie too. Digging up dirt on all the bigwigs. That was before the cancer knocked him on his ass. Some people just want to know the truth. You been by to see Duck, Kay? The man could use visitors.
Not yet. That's
Yeah.
our, like, uncle, quote-unquote?
Yeah, you better go see him. That old boy knows shit no one else does.
Where is he?
Where is he? What you mean? Kate must have took you to see Duck 1,000 times. Just think about it for 2 seconds.
Perhaps LeBlanc is right to suggest that we visit him at some point.
Perhaps. Oh yes, quite. Why you talk like that?
Because she was trained on English.
Did they make you in England or something? You sound like a hiccup. Or, like a queen.
Thank you. ...
Weird ass thing. Anyhow, figure I'll be seeing you two again. Good luck. Excuse me. I have more questions. Hurry it up then. Ooh, stuff. We're looking for my brother. Why don't you ask Gus about that? I don't keep up with Blake no more. Too much trouble. We'll need help getting into the refinery. Getting in that refinery ain't easy. I know that much from experience. You should find one of them people like they've been talking about on the news to help you out. Oil pirates, barricading Highway 1, diverting pipelines and all that. Them the only kind I ever seen get through security. They were saying on TV one of them pirates has been hiding in the Batur woods. It's all over the TV. He points there. You two knuckleheads managed to figure out what S.H.I.E.L.D. was looking for? Come and tell me. A good detective should know what's going on. Tell me more about Pawpaw. What you want to know. How'd he become fixated on my mom? A small town like this, your mama attracted attention. He was watching too many movies, cooked up some strange ideas, got his wires crossed. That's my guess.
Sounds about right to me.
Where is he now? Living in...
Living in a ditch somewhere.
That ain't nice, Gus. He left here a long time ago. Used to do odd jobs, roofing, fabrication, that kind of thing. No telling where he went. Probably looking for work. How well did you know him? I'd see him walking by every now and then. We'd exchange a few words.
They say he threw a brick through a church window once upon a time. That had people buzzing.
A lot of us knew who he was, but no one knew much about him. One of those kinds of people. Where can I find Duck? Like I told you the first time, just think about it for 2 seconds. I'm sure you've been there 1,000 times, kid.
If we're to attempt getting into the refinery to reclaim your mother's possessions, we'll need help. LeBlanc may know where to find it.
We need to find a way into the refinery.
Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. We can attempt to infiltrate the refinery ourselves, but I don't think we'll be successful. Let's ask around for help. LeBlanc suggested we visit Duck. Good advice. Do you recall where Duck lives?
There's a fugitive hiding along the Batur.
Yes, we saw him mentioned on the news, allegedly an oil pirate. What about him?
Are oil pirates common?
Increasingly so. The pipeline network in this region is largely unmonitored. Claire Bionics and others are developing new technologies to address this.
Where is the Mature?
The mature woods are along the Mississippi River near Dime's Discount.
Maybe he can help us get into S.H.I.E.L.D.?
That's reasonable to assume. I should go.
What's that?
Mind map time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, sorry. The dial. So okay. So in Mass Effect, almost all the dialogue is voiced, and if you go between menus, sometimes it will voice the menus.
Mm-hmm.
That like switch from one menu to another, and it sometimes is insane. There's one famous loop where you go into a menu and it goes Shepherd, and you go into the next menu and the Shepherd says Rex, and then you go back and Rex goes Shepherd, and you just go between these two menus, and to someone who doesn't know what you're doing, because you can like input before the menu comes up,
Right.
or you can turn off the menu visualization.
Uh-huh.
It'll just be Shepherd, Rex, Shepherd, Rex, Shepherd, Rex,
Yeah.
Shepherd. I should go.
I'll have to look up that feature and listen to it. So we have Thomas St. Clair, Laura St. Clair, Bloodline, and LeBlanc. Who do we hit first?
Let's go crazy. Let's go with the Bloodline first.
An old man in Norco named Paw Paw had delusions about your mom. He believed her to be a descendant of Jesus Christ by way of her Cajun ancestry. He once threw a brick through a church window. And nothing. Alright, who next? Thomas
LeBlanc?
LeBlanc?
Mm-hmm.
Private investigator Brett LeBlanc. He saw S.H.I.E.L.D. agents leaving your house with a box following your mom's death. Which St. Clair do we want, Thomas or Laura?
Thomas first.
Thomas St. Clair is Laura St. Clair's father and the affluent founder of Claire Bionics, a machine learning startup. And finally, Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oil. Her role is not secure. The board would like to replace her, but they fear the influence of her father. Is interested in your mom, likely due to some aspect of your mom's research.
Your mom. I think we're done here.
Yep. Alright.
I think we're done here as well.
Yep. Make sure nobody else has anything to say here. Which at this point they shouldn't.
Oh man, I had the most amazing carnival food recently.
Oh yeah?
I had a pizza cone.
Mm-hmm.
It is like an ice cream cone, but pizza dough. And it's filled with cheese and sauce. And it is so good.
That sounds really good too.
It's identical in ingredients to pizza, but the proportions are different.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the top, it's more cheese and sauce per bread than you would get on a slice of pizza, and when you get to the end, it's like all crust at the very end, but like in a really satisfying way. It's just perfect 10 out of 10 food.
Nice.
Alright, this has taken another unusual turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Erica told us that Blake was heading here yesterday evening, but the bartender says that Blake hasn't come by in weeks. Something may have happened on his way here. LeBlanc says that S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen a box of your mother's possessions. We have nothing else to go on. We must retrieve the stolen items and hope that they point us towards your brother. Accessing S.H.I.E.L.D.'s headquarters won't be easy. Without assistance, perhaps impossible. I suggest we recruit help before attempting it ourselves. We need to go back to the mind map and go to Doc.
Right.
Save in a different slot.
Think so?
Yeah.
Alright. So back to the mind map, you say? And speak with Duck.
Doc. An old friend of your mom's. Your memory of him is scattered and vague. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect.
Let's start with his face.
Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless.
What do we say
I was
here?
always happy to see him.
His
His
health.
cancer. Ooh, it took a turn before you left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores on his legs. Your mom brought him food on days where he was unable to stand. His son, dead at 14, an explosion in the yard, natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. The pipeline. It crossed the property to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it, anyway. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust, the damp curtains and piles of cans on the kitchen table in those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes.
Alright.
Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s chemical annex. Duck lives there. But we're not going to go see Duck. No! We're going to do something they never expected. We're going to go down to the bayou.
Are we?
Indeed we are.
Alright.
Remember that man with the horse? We're going to see if we can find him. It was on the water, so go with the... Sure. Dimes discount? Yes. Batur! Hell yeah!
Any new
What's
hotspots
up, my
other than
dude?
that? We have the memorial. And
Where's the horse?
new to this is should we explore?
Let's talk to our dude! Either you seen a dog, little black pit, green eyes. You see her, you send her this way. She answers to Pots?
Pots. You the one they're looking for?
Well, so what? Lucky make the news? They want trouble? Here I am. You see that dog? You send her this way. We're going on a quest! We're going on a quest! Let's find this guy's dog! Let's find this
Going
guy's
on a quest.
dog! This man was mentioned on the news, an oil pirate.
Lucky's dog
Lucky's
is missing.
dog is missing. When we were visiting Erica, I noticed a dog near the entrance to the bookshop. Could that be Lucky's dog? Hell yes! Hell yeah!
Alright, let's check the mind map first.
A fugitive oil pirate, hiding in the Mississippi River Baton woods. His dog has gone missing.
Take the L. Take the... Excuse me. The bookstore, right?
Yep.
Okay. Apple Street. Oh, whoops, I screwed up. was the bookstore? Is it on the world map? There it is, Sarpy Books. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly.
Mrs. Potts!
Well, it matches the description, but how do we...
Talk to the robot. The dog looks kind of hungry.
What do dogs eat?
Dog food, bruh. Dogs eat dog food. Back to the dime shop. The dime store. The robot fuckers. Yeah, hell yeah. Buy the dog food, 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 buy the dog food! Scan the dog food, scan the dog food, scan the dog food, scan the dog food! Gotta drag it, son.
Oh, yes. Purchase made.
Recruit the pirate dog! Recruit the pirate dog!
Right, on it. Back to bookstore. You pour a heap of food onto the ground before the dog. She laps up the kibble and follows behind you as you step away.
Woof woof! It's the dog!
Love that dog, bruh.
Talk to the pirate. Yum, 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 yum.
So we need to go back to... the Batur.
You bought back my pot liquor. She was having me worry. Pots now, she tough as they come, but Lucky thought they had her.
He reaches down and pets the dog behind her ears as she pants eagerly. He regards Million.
Say, robot, you look familiar. You a Claire Bionics unit? No. Alright then. Just thought you might fill Lucky in on a little gossip.
What gossip?
What? Laura St. Clair. She one unusual character, turning that refinery inside out on some wild goose chase.
For what?
What I was hoping the robot might tell me. But anyhow, they call me Lucky. I stick around here. You need help, you find me.
Help
is just what we need! That right? We must infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D. to retrieve some stolen property. We could use a hand. I done got past them fences more than I can count. That's a good time. Even got me a couple grenades in my bag! Oh! He definitely didn't teach her to play fetch if he has grenades and he also still has the dog.
Yeah.
Lucky'll come. You can count on Lucky. Now that there are so many of us, we need the truck to get us around. Let's return to the house. I hope to finish repairs quickly. Fuck that! We're going to Dimes! We're gonna recruit another person into this party! We're gonna recruit Duck! What you got, Kay?
What do you know about S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Lucky know all about... Lucky know about all there is to know. What about it?
How long has the facility been in Norco?
S.H.I.E.L.D. came here early. All this area was plantations. Weren't no money in that after slavery. Got all that oil right there in the Gulf. Oil companies come in, get the land cheap. River connects straight to it. whole operation down here used to be run from their central headquarters. Then they split it up to get around some laws. Now you got this regional corporation with Laura St. Clair at the top.
The man laughs.
Bet they regret that idea.
Tell me about Laura St. Clair.
Laura St. Clair is the regional executive of SHIELD NORCO. Board of directors appointed her because of Thomas, her daddy. They was thinking they get her, they get her daddy. Look how that worked out. She done lost her mind in Thomas, he don't want nothing to do with her.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Well, hell, it's in all the newspapers. She been sending survey teams out into the lake. Why is she sending them out there? Don't make no sense. That area of the lake? They ain't got no oil, no salt domes, whatever she looking for, it ain't much to do with oil.
Tell me about Thomas St. Clair.
Thomas started the company that gets all the security contracts around here. Got his degree from LSU, moved out to California to make robots. Man's a billionaire. SHIELD's board of directors appointed his daughter thinking they could get some of his expertise at a discount. They ain't known the drama back then, but I'm sure they know it now. Thomas legally disowned his daughter. She tried stealing Claire bionics out from under him. Some people even say she tried to kill him.
You from around here?
Lucky come from Vacherie, right up the river. But he done traveled the land, walked to Knoxville, sailed to Mexico. Lucky done seen a good piece of this world.
How long have you had Potts?
Pot's been by Lucky's side for 2 years. Found her pregnant beneath the car one day. Couldn't stand to see her like that. Met a man with some land, wanted the babies. Thought we'd part ways eventually, but shoot. Guess I got used to her being around. She returned all I did for her many times.
Alright. Alright, so we can't overworld.
Go back to dimes. Go back to dimes.
I don't think we're going to get to dimes directly at this point.
Ah, well.
We
You
got
can't
to-
recruit them all.
Well, we'll probably be able to get Duck once we have the truck, but right now we need to get back home and accomplish the truck.
Oh, we're locked out because we don't have the truck. I see.
Right, we have too big a party. Alright, so here we are.
Let's talk to Million.
Talk to Million?
Yep. How does it feel to be back in this house, Kay?
Fine.
I hope that you made some peace here. You weren't happy here before you left. I understand why. You and Catherine didn't get along. She never said it, but I know she regretted the way she spoke to you in those days. I don't mean to dwell on such difficult topics. Repair the truck. Repair the truck.
Alright, so... what we got for hotspots? We got the motorcycle, the crab net, the pry bar, Lucky, Million. Nowhere we can go right now until repairs get done. Let's see if there's anything new here. No. No. No.
I'll be finished shortly, sorry.
Lucky waits beside the truck.
So this Miss Madeire's house then. Lucky knew your mama a bit.
How?
She was around, seen her a time or two. She wasn't no friend of the company's neither. They'd have liked to have her dead.
They got their wish. The old man nods.
They did. These companies want to get off the oil. Too much trouble.
What do you mean?
They put them wind turbines out in the Gulf, and now they building a brain.
A brain?
Hell, everybody knows they was building a brain. All the refineries are doing that. Go and hook them all up, make a bigger brain. But that ain't enough to outsmart Lucky. Lucky's smarter than any big brain you can dream up. They gonna use it to find fuel out in space. Best of luck to them. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to make a buck.
Then why get in their way?
Lucky ain't in nobody's way. Everybody like Lucky just fine.
Didn't you blow up an oil pipeline? He maintains a neutral expression as he watches the tree line.
Lucky done blown up all kinds of shit. People think Lucky hates S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucky don't hate S.H.I.E.L.D. He just likes causing trouble. Without S.H.I.E.L.D., ain't nobody have a job in this place. But here come that robot. We best get moving. You want to talk more? Just tap me on the shoulder.
Well, I will, actually.
Never seen a security robot fix a truck before. That's a strange one you got.
We have a new connection. S.H.I.E.L.D. is building a brain. Lucky said, or go ahead.
Lucky says S.H.I.E.L.D. is developing an artificial intelligence in order to conduct exploratory missions for off-world mineral reserves.
Alright.
There is no such thing as magic.
What's up, Million?
Oh, which slot did you save in?
2.
You fool! You
Was
should have
that-
saved in 1! Because now we've made a choice of who we've recruited!
Oh.
And we should have had a save from before then! So now don't save in 1!
Your line.
Okay. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access S.H.I.E.L.D.? 1 sec. Now let's access the world map. Nope.
Can't.
We can't recruit Lucky. Alright, well.
So there's... I didn't know why you wanted me to save the second file. I thought I was keeping 1. Well, time to go then?
Let's go. Hey, ho! Let's go!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. We lost Monkey.
That sucks. Talk to Million. Be like, hey, you lost my monkey. Million raises her voice.
To the rear window of the cab.
I'm relieved I was able to get this truck running. 2 pistons needed to be replaced.
Alright, so...
Potts! Mrs. Potts! Woof! Keep looking. It's got like a nice rhythm to it.
Yeah, it does. Alright, that's enough of that. So is it S.H.I.E.L.D. or the S.H.I.E.L.D. oil refinery?
I guess Shield.
Whoa.
Looks like Shield upgraded their drone fleet. Seen a couple of these sentinels downriver. They'll just keep calling on guards till you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets.
Come on, just shoot it.
Telling you now, worse than useless. Do that, they send a signal out to the whole network. We'll need some other way of removing it.
Alright, what do we got? I see each guard has its own hotspot.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sentinel. Can't get to the refinery or the guardhouse. Alright, who do we talk to first? Or who do we look at? Oh, a freight mover as well. 4 hotspots.
Let's check the freight mover first.
A decommissioned freight mover is suspended above the refinery. 3 more, possibly 2.
The Sentinel? We'll need to find some way of clearing that Sentinel. Then the guards. Like I said, that Sentinel drone just gonna keep calling on guards as soon as we knock him out. Like, you ready for anything? Up to you.
Not yet.
Let's
Let's
hold
hold
off.
off.
Do we have access to our phone? Can we check our phone?
No, only Catherine can do that. Yeah, we don't have such an option here.
Alright.
You know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna use slot 3 for this. I want to see what happens.
Bang.
Ow.
Nah, we fought in a war. We've been shot before. We can't keep using K. We can't let her die. Yeah. Oh, she's already been knocked out.
Oh, I see. I'm getting at it too quick.
Hey, there we go. 100 damage.
I was trying too fast. Sprawling Shield Industrial Complex. Long ago it was plantation land, cheap and abundant among the Mississippi River. The refinery grew in stages, slowly displacing surrounding neighborhoods. The chemical annex came later. Children of the enslaved became the neighbors of this machine. Towers. Carbon and alloy and stainless steel. Among the columns sits the catalytic cracking unit that rocked the town. Pipelines. The webwork crosses high and low, over and under traffic and water and concrete. Like veins, like gossamer, like neutral circuitry. Lights everywhere. Metal halide probing the river's expanse. Coded patterns of warm sodium and cold LEDs winking, thinking, knowing. Something to decipher in all that NORCO light. I remember Blue. You only think that you do. When he died, part of her did too. Oh, so that uses that up entirely. No other landings at the moment. Alright, so K is alright. That didn't actually do anything permanent, it looks like.
Interesting. Do it again.
Do it again?
Do it again.
Alright.
There's a puzzle to be had here. But we have more bullets. Yeah, we can do slot 2. Slot 1 is the only one we need to preserve.
Alright.
Lucky says that they have unlimited bots. I don't think that's true. Hit him with Lucky. You're good at the, you're getting good at the bullets. Hit him with Million. Left one. Again!
More?
More!
Okay.
Damage to corporate property is always justified.
Yeah, but what's this getting us?
We don't know whether it's getting us nothing or whether it's getting us something.
Well, that's 3, and it keeps respawning them, just like Lucky said.
Yeah, alright. I guess we should explore the town and look for a way to knock out them drones. Wait, do we have the access to dimes?
Yes, we do.
Oh, then Lucky will fix this for us. What are we, idiots? We're idiots!
Chemical annex, door, which will get us into the house. Shield's chemical annex sits a small distance from the house. The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture.
One sec, I'm going to, uh-oh.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna go quickly step off for like 2 minutes to go grab a slice of pizza.
I'm gonna take this time to go piss. We will be right back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, until Silver gets back, I'm going to mute off and have a little bit of munchy crunchy. BRB.
I'm back. Are you back? I'll take that as a no.
I am back.
He is back.
I was crunching.
Ah, thank you for muting during crunching.
Uh-huh. So
Alright, let's hit that lamp! Actually, let's talk to the dog. Let's see what the dog has to say.
we shall.
What is it, girl?
We shall in a
Trouble
second.
at the old lamp?
Check in. Oh, that's why the window wasn't active. Alright, so lamp. Yeah, just lamp.
Can't even die in peace, good lord. Sequin spoke that, so this is gonna be a corpse. Smell a little sour in here. It's sad to see Duck in this state. He was once such a vibrant man.
So the lamp.
Whoop! The system is down. The system is down. Not the first. Yeah, not the first ones to come through here, toppling over all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty, come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother.
How's it been, Duck?
How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive, just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go. So,
You mentioned
head drive?
Head drive?
I unleash it, the monster. Super Duck. Calls itself that just to get to me. Just to piss me off. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they don't even have a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain
He begins to laugh.
is spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. She never listened. Stop responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with, so...
So you kept up with my mom?
Up until right near the end came. She looked like she wasn't sick. She never quit. I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. Started in her liver. Then it burned. They burned it out. Thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know, they found a little in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Fear she thought it would go away if she ignored it. But that didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, never did quit. Been getting sores. Cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. You think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working, no more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my head thinking about it. But what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So...
We're trying to get into the refinery.
Good idea, Kay. What for?
They stole my mom's stuff.
Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother.
Why?
Wanted to know the things Catherine knew, I suppose. Your mother was out in the lake. She heard S.H.I.E.L.D. or somebody was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Dot, 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 dot. Sounded to me like her medication was messing up her head, but she insisted it was real, some kind of UFO. Said it followed her for nearly a mile. But anyhow, that CEO they got out at S.H.I.E.L.D., she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine gotta be careful in her old age. Paranoid, even. The important things she kept hidden. Whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back.
Can you help us get in?
I'm going to regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long, been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how S.H.I.E.L.D. managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around for a bit, but just got myself lost. Can't hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. And whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful.
I have more questions about my mom.
Can
This
you
monster.
read it? Sorry, can you read the response there? I'm gonna be eating for a sec.
Oh, sure. This monster. My mom was working for it. I hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here, dying, while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend her funeral? I planned to. Arranged for my godchild to pick me up and everything. The day of the service, I couldn't hardly walk. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that'd chapped her ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She'd say it reminded her of who she was. I figured she probably wanted to give it to you and you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, the ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story. Kind of funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. Went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. My mom was fired from the university? Sure, you were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job. Nothing special, just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. She never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard, they just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had ever dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was alright. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. I could have sued after Reese died, I just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in dimes, so I'm sorry about Reese. It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Control points, they call them. I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. It'd be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it.
Man, this is really cool. We didn't edit out any of the memories when we made the head drive for Catherine's
Indeed,
monster.
we braved them all.
So, yeah, so it's gonna have all of those memories.
And we got a lot of stuff here. I see 5. Blue, Laura St. Clair, head drive, fake ring, duck. Who do we take first?
The head drive.
The head drive?
The head drive.
Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neurovisioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. Next.
The ring.
Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop and stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered that the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died, and she was buried with it. Next. Laura St. Clair, blue, duck.
Laura St. Clair.
Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Duck speculates that it's because of the object your mom observed in the lake. Next.
The thing that's not duck.
Blue. Blue is in a mausoleum.
Blue wasn't buried. He was interred in a mausoleum you visited a few times as a kid. Sorry. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly waiting for her to finish. Afterwards, she dragged you to the church that faced River Road to make you touch the holy water. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left.
They gave us the mausoleum as a map point. But first, Duck.
Duck is an old friend of your mom's who's lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in Dimes and is in poor health.
Indeed. So I think there's only 2 figures left on this mind map, unless there's more to surround stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how about that library?
How about it?
Alright.
Oh, did we look through here entirely?
All we had in the room was Duck and the lamp. Hell, let's maintain 2. Would we have been able to recruit Duck if we hadn't recruited Lucky?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so not much to slot 1 either then.
Doesn't really look like he's going into combat and performing a heist.
Right. So that answers that question.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trophy, a box, storage containers, books, printer, ephemera, console, deer head. So there's 8 hotspots, and the important one is the console. We have trophy, box, storage containers, books, printer, ephemera, deer head, console.
Okay. Books first?
Books. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. Oh, reading material, hooray. What are we reading?
U.S. Army Corps Anomalous Light Report.
A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory in the Bonnet Carré spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX-1S, commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry has determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confined pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. Alright. And the Pigman. Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunch who lives beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. I don't suppose this is the later form of, what'd you call him, Muhammad?
The guy who ate the hot dog?
Yeah. I don't know. What next?
Do the terminal last, but
Yeah.
do them in the order of your desire.
Alright, let's go around the room then. I found the trophy first. A trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads, Junior Champion Reese Richard, St. Charles Parish, YX2B.
that.
A strange ornamental box.
That's it? Oh, okay, you can also interact with it.
You attempt to open the box. It's locked.
Can Lucky open the box?
I don't think they're going to be useful unless they've got the indicator on the top right. Storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. You sift through some of the clippings that fill the containers. Most relate to the catalytic cracking and unit explosion of YX-10. Descriptions of the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the workers who died. Your father is listed among those names. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in Metairie sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. Shield is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Oi. A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. You pull on the mouth of the deer. It articulates open by way of an internal hinge. Inside of the mouth is a golden key. You remove the key from its perch and slide it into your pocket.
The box on the shelf, the box on the shelf, the box on the shelf!
Yep. The head of a buck is mounted to the wall, its mouth agape.
Don't put your dick in that.
You use the key in your possession to unlock the box. And no deer blowjobs tonight. Inside, you discover a small collection of letters folded with care and decayed by time. You're an invaluable friend to me, Clayton. You carried me through some difficult days. I respect you more than any man I've known. Your generosity is boundless. The children also love you. Catherine. What I told you the other night is true, but it doesn't change anything. I made my decision the day I married him. We should take some time apart. Not long, just a few months. Time and distance, that's the only medicine for you. Love, C. Oh, that's painful.
Indeed.
Alright. Assuming I have not missed anything. That leaves only the console. A computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. You sit before the Shield terminal display.
This is a map of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone Alpha. If you want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there's a way to relocate them to other zones. Sequence allotment 10. Drone 3 max capacity. Okay,
let's
we have
see.
10 moves to get rid of all of our drones.
Alright, let's see if I can figure out how this is done. Must be a lower capacity zone. Oh, never mind. I was afraid of this.
It seems there is a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When a zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will relocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. I see. Okay, so we need to empty out all of the people in orbit around it.
Yeah. Another line.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do it. We've got sequences to spare.
I think I can still do this.
Now we do the combat again, but
Right.
we don't.
Right, but your line.
Oh, sorry. The drones have been cleared away from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful.
Alright, we did good. Now let's get there quickly. Okay, let's get them.
No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these 2, we're in. Ready?
Let's do it.
Gunfire! Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they let you more or less walk past into the place. Would you take a look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Ellipsis. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Hell yeah!
Catherine, you made it to this warehouse with Big Bird.
Ellipsis. With cancer. I sure did.
We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas.
Hmm?
No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine.
Yes.
Catherine, in the lake, you saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want the stone, but it has evaded us. Super Duck is what else? A network. A system of signals. Wireless communication of locusts and frogs. Cypress roots. Disease vectors. Internet of flesh. biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Super Duck saw you see the stone because Super Duck was an eagle in the sky. It can fly twice as high. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. But we must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Claire Bionics wants the stone. Super Duck wants the stone. Is there some significance to the different colors of those words?
Don't know.
And John has the stone.
Who the fuck is John?
Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend. Convinced himself he has faith in God. Convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Canar. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get me my shiny stone. Hurry, before you die. I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two. Well.
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
Not very much by the looks of it.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of nodes in the network. This one's the biggest.
I'm a little lost.
What's up? I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh wait, I'm playing Dallas, aren't I?
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
Sorry, I stole it from you.
No, my bad, my bad.
Who is John? The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John.
You've never heard that name for a piss pop before?
Kenner John.
You don't know Kenner John?
Never heard of him.
Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious?
I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back.
No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful. Not the most orthodox preacher.
Where do we find this stone?
The thing Super's looking for? Promenade Mall in Kenner. That's what Super said, anyhow.
Thanks. Dismissed. This is gonna be a long night.
Go on, get me my shiny stone. What are you waiting for?
I like how it has clearly absorbed some of the personality of the birds that it is taking.
Alright.
Can you please explain to me what...
So, wait.
Sorry, go.
You go.
What was that?
What was what?
There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse.
Yeah.
That's normal to you?
No. But I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life.
Me too, but...
What's this stone? He said it loves you. What was that all about?
I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake.
Why does it keep calling it a stone?
Stone, drone... I have no idea. I was a little distracted.
Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither one of us is getting paid tonight.
I got the gist. Some internet weirdos are living in the mall and they've got the stone.
That's right, Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone at the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got that?
Go to the abandoned mall, steal the magic stone, bring it to the giant warehouse bird. Couldn't be more clear. Okay, we've seen that before.
Right. Anyway. Time to get us a ride. I think this is the point where we could start soft locking ourselves if we aren't careful. But our mission is at the Promenade Mall. So let me actually save before we do anything even potentially damning. Those prices keep changing, huh? Alright, so before we check out the side lot, the mall entrance, and the drainage canal, side lot, Promenade Mall, which...
Is the car anything?
No.
Okay.
Promenade Mall.
Let's look. Let's do the looks before we go anywhere.
Yep.
Oh, let's check out the drainage canal first, I guess.
Well, that's all. Well, it's either look or navigate, and we'll be doing the looking, like you say. A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot.
I used to come here all the time as a kid.
Same.
I knew it fell on hard times. Didn't know just how hard.
But that's a new thing. The Promenade Mall, partially lit, decorated by a disused Ferris wheel. A drainage canal forms a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. You say drainage canal first?
Hell yeah.
Alright. And this will take us back to the main parking lot, so let's see what we got here. The canal, the Kenner. Just canal and Kenner. The downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. A fence adjoins the backside of two strip malls. The crevice between them reveals a smear of light toward Williams Boulevard. Beyond the fence is drive-through chicken, car audio, mattresses direct to you, water towers and power lines, and crumbling concrete and traffic signs. A board of landscaping attempts, unkempt shrubs, solar-fed Christmas lights weathered and forgotten.
Okay, we finally have an answer about our fucking Christmas lights.
Yep. Alright. Nothing else there. Side lot would probably be our best bet right now. Save the getting in for last.
Yep.
And
Interdasting.
we can get to the subdivision from here as well.
Let's see what this is all about.
Car, access to the subdivision. It is just the car. Catherine.
That's Keith?
Who?
Keith Brossard, guy I went to high school with.
Where'd you go to high school?
Destrahan.
Destrahan's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him here.
In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night.
Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me.
Keith?
Kate. Alright, sister. Thought that was you.
What's up? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm working.
Me too. Working a case. Starting me a little news website.
What's the website? I know you don't have a name for it. What's this website?
Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here.
What are you investigating? Tell me about this case you're working on, Keith.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out.
Okay, you're right. He is swinging a bit towards the Alex Jones Pizzagate stuff.
Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks about as much like a pervert as you can picture.
Kenner John?
You got it. Man looks like a slug.
What do you know about Kenner John?
I know he got his start posting in the comments section on New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there saying he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko.
I should keep moving. Maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going.
I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why don't I see you around so often these days?
Staying busy.
You mind me asking you something? Just the thing I find myself wondering about.
Sure.
Don't mean for this to be rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew.
Why would you ask that?
You kept his name. Figured it couldn't been all bad. Just something I wonder.
Well, wonder about something else.
Hey, forget I asked.
I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now.
Then go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that.
Keith made me a little upset earlier. Still cooling off. Maybe later.
Alright. I'm wondering if the front entrance is just not somewhere to get in. Well, let's check the subdivision anyway. Back to the mall lot. Garage. SUV. Let's check the car. A four-door mid-sized SUV. An older model, well-maintained. Light pours from the partially open garage door. Catherine.
Oh, it is almost 11 o'clock at night, so let's keep going until you find a good stopping point.
Alright. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentary blares from a television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chests, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts and welding scrap. Kitchen supplies, a butane stove, laundry baskets filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burned to its base and tipped onto the floor. Stacks of disintegrating newspaper, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the wall, as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away. We're going inside. We're going in. What are you doing?
Just
Catherine steps into the garage.
wait here.
Catherine regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her.
Remain silent.
Sports commentators analyze a touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned.
Remain silent.
Commercial break. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills the plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. Aw.
Hello?
The man looks back and jumps in his chair. What in the... Catherine lifts both hands, palms out.
Sorry to startle you.
Hell you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it?
Yes.
Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you keep coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in NORCO, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course, he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with a torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the eyes.
My kid, she left. Never came back. It's hard.
Hard, all right. Can't focus on nothing around here, waiting for him to call. Always. Even started digging through all these boxes looking for the little stuffed monkey he'd carry around as a kid.
Sounds just like my daughter.
Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering.
What would you tell him if he ever came back?
Hell, I don't know. Get some sense. ... Guess I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy, and this here is your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cult shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see him, if you see Bruce, will you tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him.
I don't have anything to record with.
Then come back when you do. I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on. Get out my garage.
Alright, so we need something to record with. Maybe Keith has something to record with since he's news guy.
Most likely. Let me, Come on, Catherine. Leave the man alone. Catherine crouches into the garage.
It's fine, we're pals.
Catherine approaches the man in the garage. You again? You talked to Bruce yet?
No, not yet. I was hoping you could repeat what you said.
Trying to make me blush? Record it if you're having so much trouble remembering, and hang on to it until you see him. I said... Just a second, just a second. Alright. Let's see if we can find ourselves a checkpoint here. Alright, can't talk to Keith right now. See if we can get inside and we'll make that our stopping point. Television, model, Garrett's. Can't get through unless they open this gate.
We need a blue sweater or a red sweater to get in.
Yep. Alright. See the TV first. Some kind of recruitment video plays on the monitor above the entrance. Imagery
All
flashes across the screen,
three.
punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes.
Earn
Find all 3.
Badge.
A name that reads Garrett pinned to a crayon blue shirt. Earn the badge.
Find salvation.
A
In
tower.
the stars!
The tower circled by scaffolding. Alright, let's see. The scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at its base reads ARC. Okay. What do you think that is?
Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig.
Or a spaceship? Recruitment video continues to play on the monitor. Two teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of the two eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah?
What's that thing in the case? What's that thing in the glass case over there?
That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it.
How many people can fit in there?
That's just the toy version, stupid. The real one is like 500 feet tall. 114 feet and 6 inches. I was close.
No, you weren't.
Yes, Garrett.
Is the mall open? Been a long time since I've come by this mall. Is it still open?
The two boys snicker. Not for you.
We're trying to get inside. Either of you gentlemen care to help us into the place?
No one's gonna help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life? Walking around parking lots in the rain asking for help?
More or less.
It's time you take responsibility for yourself. Lift. Become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks.
I hate soft drinks.
Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before we can even consider letting you in.
Initiated how?
Humorous. How many readings have you collected?
3.
Bullshit. Then tell me how many days the arc took to complete.
20. Took, I don't know, 20 days?
So you have no idea what's going on around here.
Guilty.
You need to pull yourself together. I can help you, but first you need to help yourself.
How?
Sad. Sad. Really sad. So listen, John's got an app, okay? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral.
Cathedral?
The place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about that with the sieves, moron. What's the app called? What app? The one you just mentioned 2 seconds ago. To get into the mall? Oh, John's Kenner book. Or no, it's Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it. Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit.
That's got a nice rhythm to it.
Indeed. Catherine pulls out her phone.
Done.
Congrats, you're on your way to being less of a fuck-up.
How do we use the app? They're just gonna mock us again. So what do I do with this app?
It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's scriptures around town. Or sculptures.
Sculptures.
Virtual sculptures. You can only see them on your phone. There's 3. Find the sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit. So, how close to Pokemon Go are we landing here?
I'm to Kenner John's Apocryphon to the polls.
The first is in Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. She will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry. Yeah, true. That last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to Friend.
Who?
Just open the Apocryphon app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see Friend.
Alright, leave.
Oh, you want? We'll finish the conversation later then.
Yep.
Alright. Do we care about slot 1 anymore?
No.
Alright. And that's where we sit. And we'll finish talking to them and we'll see what Dallas has to say when we next meet.
Indeed.
And with that, thank y'all for joining. If you ever do, I'm Alpha.
I'm Silver.
And till next time, peace out, fuckers. Good night.
May you reach the moon.